everybody. I'm Jordan.
I'm Erin.
And welcome back to the Greater Joy Podcast.
Hello, we are back.
We are. It's good to be back.
We're back. We're fully into summertime. I want to get in the pool, but I have no swimsuit and I'm wearing sweatpants. So, it's not an option today.
It's not an option today. There were a lot of people swimming earlier. Did you notice if there were a lot of people over there?
There were people when I came in, and this has nothing to do with anything, but when I was driving here, I realized what?
This has nothing to do with anything. It'll have something to do with something.
Names? I don't know what I'm trying to say.
What's your story?
Okay, well, I was driving here, and there is a school, and their mascot is the raccoons, and I just noticed that today.
That's amazing.
And I've driven here 1,000 times, and I've just now noticed that my hand's shaking a lot. I've just now noticed that their mascot is the raccoons.
That's amazing.
And
good for them. Trash bandits.
Yes, but like that's such a bad mascot. Like
Truly, and I'm not trying to be biased, there's no better mascot than a tiger.
Yeah. It's the most basic.
For a high school.
It is basic.
For a high school.
But for a high school, I completely agree.
Because, like, for college, it's different. For college, it's not, like, I feel like it's not as important for a college to have a mascot. Colleges have icons more than mascots.
Yeah. Oh. Ooh.
You know, like,
well
like
said.
you have an icon. Like, this is, like,
well
Revly she's an icon of Texas A&M.
Yeah, well, we don't really have, like a
she's
mascot.
A queen. Like, I would say she's your closest thing to a mascot, but she's just a real dog that everybody worships the ground she pees on.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I feel like, you know, she's more of an icon. Like, even at Tarleton, they have, like, the Texan Rider as their mascot, but then they have the purple poo.
That's a guy.
Yeah, that's just a human.
That's not, like, a mascot suit. Like, that's...
Right. But then they have the purple poo, and then they have Oscar P. the duck. Yeah. So they have icons. Like, there are some schools that lean heavy into the mascot, but I prefer a school that's got cool icons.
Yes.
We're in college. Stop putting a costume on.
I was about to say that.
Erin, we've been literally on the same wavelength all day.
We really have.
Like, all of our texts have been like...
Yes.
I've texted
very
you. I was about to say the
synced
same
up.
thing. I was about to say the same thing.
I truly was about to say... Actually, well, here's... Wait, that has nothing to do... Never mind. I have 1,000 half thoughts.
Right now, my brain sounds like this.
Anyway.
We've said 100 things in 5 seconds.
Truly. Okay, wait. I just need to pick one of these thoughts and just say it.
Okay, we're talking about mascots.
Okay.
We're in college. Stop putting a costume on.
Yes, it's about that. I think A&M has kind of ruined... Here's the thing. I see other colleges, like it'll be like a home game and the other team will be here, and I see them with their marching band and their cheerleaders and their mascot in the, like, you know, whole, like, mascot outfit, and I'm like, that is so high school.
Like, you're holding on to high school.
That's so high school.
No, I do, like, I am obviously, like, you know, I wouldn't say I'm as diehard A&M as you are, but I do root for A&M out of any other school.
Yeah.
And
I'm not saying it's right to be like this. This might be a flaw. To me, it's not. But
right. But what I was gonna say is, like, A&M feels like the most, and I don't know a lot of other school traditions either, but it feels very grown up because it's like, oh, we're adults, sort of. We're like, we need to, like, be grown ups about this. Stop wearing a mascot, an outfit, a costume. Yeah.
Like, other
but then also there's a part of me that's like, oh, it's really fun.
Yeah.
And, like, how iconic is it? Because I like seeing the videos of people who were the mascot when they graduate, and they wear, like, the feet, or they wear part of it. I'm like, oh, like, that's such a fun thing. Like, you were your college mascot. Like, that's kind of cool, too.
Yeah.
I see both sides.
Look, I'm not dissing. Well, yes, I am. I appreciate it for what it is, but I'm glad that my college doesn't have that.
I think that's a good place to be.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also there's a reason, like, saying something like, that's so high school, that could be a good thing. You know what I mean? Usually it's not. But it could be a good thing. I mean, there's a reason why, like, every other TV show is set in high school.
True, everybody likes it. There are no TV shows about college.
Ooh, surely there are. I'm positive there are. Pitch Perfect.
That's not a TV show.
Oh. We'll try again next time.
But yeah, I feel like mascots, they're fun, but they do feel like more high school than college to me. Like, sometimes I forget that because of the schools I associated with, Charlton and A&M,
Mhm.
but neither one of them have like getting a costume mascot. So like
I do love Charlton's whole mascot situation. It makes zero sense, and I'm like 100% here for it.
I feel
adore
like
it.
I wish I knew some. When I was there, I so badly wanted to know somebody that I thought was on the Purple Poo,
Yeah.
and be like, I think they're on the Poo, and like try to
Yeah.
figure it out. But I didn't know anybody on the Poo.
Womp womp.
If you don't know about the Purple Poo, just Google it and don't look up any context. I just want you to Google it and see what you get.
Yeah.
Just need to Google it.
I just like them.
I just like.
If you had a high school that was like named after you, like named like in your honor, what would you want the mascot to be?
Oh.
Or if you could like pick the mascot for a high school, what would it be?
I'm trying to think here because here's what I think. I want to say something really funny,
Mhm.
but then if I pick that and I pick.
Oh, well, just let us in on your train of thought.
If I pick a slug,
yeah,
and then I say we've
like
got
slugs.
the Stephenville Slugs
I like that
going against the Glen Rose Tigers,
Yeah.
well, everybody's.
But then you can say like you're gonna slug them, you know, like.
But then they just are this big and they produce slime.
But imagine the mascot outfit.
No, that's what I'm trying to pick. Like what? Do you remember the Heidi? I think it was Heidi Klum when she dressed as the worm. She always Heidi
No.
Klum is like I think it's how you say her name.
Yeah, she was a judge on a show.
Yes, she was on a show,
Mhm.
and she always does these huge, elaborate Halloween parties and she invites these like celebrities, topless celebrities, and they do these like she always does these crazy, nasty, weird costumes, and I think it was not 20. I think it was 2022
Mhm.
Halloween. Maybe 23. No, 22. I think because I think this year she was a peacock. Anyway, she always does these like crazy, elaborate costumes. This is her dressed as a worm. That's Heidi Klum in there. Look at the face. I want to find a picture of the face.
That's amazing.
Look at the face.
How have I not
And like
seen
there's footages
this?
of her doing interviews in this, and she had her husband come with her dressed as like a fish, like an old fisherman. And so this is like what I envision.
So inspiring.
That's like the idea of like what I envision as like the slugs, like something like how horrifying Heidi Klum is in the worm costume.
That is so inspiring. I love that. I wish that I had this. Is
I need to find
borderline relevant.
her peacock one. Sorry, keep going.
I have like in college, I have not like participated in Halloween at all.
Me neither.
And I wish I did. It's just I'm always busy, or I'm always just
And
like.
it's always on like it. Mitchell said it always falls like sometime at like a big exam week.
Yes,
Because it's like
that's
I think
the
it's like the
thing.
first. It will be like every 6 weeks there's like a bunch of tests or something, and it will be like the second set of tests that y'all have or something. And then he said that it's always like on a random day, and that when it is on a random day, people don't do anything. Like obviously you're not gonna do any. Like if it's on a Friday, you would do like a party, but. What's really sad is like my parents' house is like in the spot. Like there are so many. They'll probably have like 100 people come through for Halloween. So moving here, I was like, I'm gonna get at least one bag of candy because I hope kids come by. I live in like an apartment complex with some families, so I was like, I feel like kids will come by. Not a person knocked on my door.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I live in like a purely college age neighborhood, and so
Let's go trick or treating.
Let's go trick or treating for real.
Yeah.
Yes, let's go to like probably my neighborhood would be good, just like the Histy Disty.
Yeah.
And full on.
These are real quick. These are Heidi Klum's 3 most iconic costumes.
What's the first one?
This is an old lady.
Oh, just an old lady?
But she does like these crazy.
I thought it was the guy from Back to the Future.
No, that's Heidi Klum.
Okay.
Like this is one of them.
Love that.
She does just like these crazy, like uses crazy makeup artists and does like these crazy costumes.
This is so the worm.
Is
on a different level.
Not believe you've never seen
Me
any
neither.
of her stuff.
This is something.
Oh, let me show you the peacock.
Like.
The peacock costume. She hired like Cirque du Soleil people to be her
Whoa.
feathers.
Have you ever seen a Cirque du Soleil show?
No.
You would like it.
I watched this peacock.
Whoa!
So she hired these Cirque du Soleil people to be the feathers, and then they had these like crazy feather-looking costumes. I'll have to show you the video after.
So did they just walk around with her?
And her husband was an egg. I love her husband.
The egg is killing me.
Yeah, so they walked around with her. So
That's truly
at her
perfect.
Halloween party, she does like this, like red carpet entrance. Like all the celebrities. Like I remember like I watched a video of it, like to see like all the celebrities in their costumes.
I had no concept of this.
And so she walks in, and like all these Cirque du Soleil people are like doing these tricks and these things, and they do this like big reveal of all the feathers, and that they're her peacock feathers.
Was that the most recent one?
Yeah, that was
How
this
is she gonna
year's.
top that?
Well, how is she gonna? She's never gonna top the worm.
No, she's never gonna top the worm. The worm is perfect.
So I feel like
I think she's just like gonna have to be on fire next time. You know what I mean? To top the.
And I feel like she's not really trying to top them. She's just like does what she wants. Like she was Fiona. She was a worm.
Yeah,
she was
that's
an
a good
old
point.
lady. She was a peacock. Like I think she's just like she just really likes weird costumes and does what she wants.
I applaud her for that,
Me
and
too.
I especially applaud her husband. For
Yeah, he's a
by
trooper.
far the funniest costumes I've ever seen.
He's just an egg.
He's just an egg.
And I love that
That's
he
so
just like
funny.
is like, I'll do whatever.
Yeah.
Or
I
maybe
love
he puts
that.
up a fight. I don't know him.
Okay, so what are we gonna dress as when we go trick or treating?
Okay, no, Erin, I've been seriously thinking about this, and I don't want to spill all the tea on the podcast because I feel like we need to have a Halloween episode. But I've seriously been
You're right.
pondering what we can do together.
I do. Well, now I don't want to spoil things either. But
We can throw out some ideas. It's May. How late people forget by Halloween?
I know everyone's paying close attention.
You'll have a reason to dress up.
I just remembered that I have a note in my phone that I keep track of Halloween costume ideas.
That's amazing.
And so I've not looked at this in so long. So let's just go through them one by one, shall we?
Yeah.
Number 1, whisk. It's been my dream.
Yes, I know you want to do something really dumb, like be like a big foam something.
This past Halloween, I wanted to be a whisk so bad, and like how it would be is like the whisk part would start like at my waist, and it would go up around my head.
Yes, that would be so good.
Yes.
Hey, when's Halloween next year? Because if it's on a weekend, we're going to my parents' house so you can dress up.
Yes.
Let me look. You keep telling me I'll look.
Wait, I thought you meant like trick or treat here, like.
No, we
in a
could, but I'm
college
saying it's gonna
town.
be weird if you're dressed up in a full whisk here. I feel like it's
And
more appropriate to be
people do
dressed
weird
up
things all
where
the
people are
time.
actually trick or treating. Halloween is
No,
on a
that would be so funny.
Thursday.
It is? No, it's
Yes.
not. Oh, I'm looking at August.
Halloween is literally
Boo!
Thursday.
That's Garbo.
Ugh.
It's so frustrating. I don't like that.
You know what I really like? I really like when months start at the beginning of the week.
I love that.
December 1st is on a Sunday.
Hey, do you want to know a fun fact? Did you know that if we had one more month in the calendar, then every month would be exactly 28 days?
Why is it not like that?
And it would be like that, where like every month
Why is
would
it not
start.
like that?
I don't know. Well, I'm gonna start a riot, and I think it should be like that because the calendars would be so much easier.
Although I don't really want to change the calendar.
I don't. Oh yeah, that would suck.
Because what if it changes?
We'll make a time machine and go
the-
back and like make it be
the
like that
holidays.
from the beginning. What?
So what if it changes all the holidays?
It would change.
Like
yeah.
it might change like. Well, I guess not really. Like
well-
Mother's Day will always be the second weekend of May. Easter will always fall based off the moon for some reason.
Yeah. I don't think holidays should be like
The rest
The
of them are
second-
just set dates.
the second spring fall since the equinox. It should be like
The
this
only-
is when Easter is.
The only thing is Easter. The only one that I think does that is Easter. Other than that, it's like the second weekend of May or it's a date.
Oh, I don't even. Well, yeah, second weekend of May.
Isn't
I
Father's
guess
Day like
I
the second weekend in June?
Yeah, I think you're right.
So
Yeah. No, number 2 on my list is spatula.
you be a spatula and I'll be SpongeBob.
What?
Just his spatula for his burgers.
Oh yes. Oh, I like that.
Thank you.
Oh, this one is like a pears
Yes.
like costume. It's flip flops. You're just each a flip
That's
flop.
really funny. I like the idea of us being like we're a pair costume, but we have no relation to each other.
Oh, I love that.
Like people being like you're just one singular flip flop, and I'm just like something else, and people are like, "What's?" And I'm like, "Oh, we go together."
Yeah. I would also want to be a fridge.
Oh, how would you make that?
I don't know.
I remember I saw one year a kid was a vending machine, and he was like a little kid, so he was in like this cardboard box,
Oh, that kid is a genius.
and he was like painted it like a vending machine.
Oh, one time my Grammy texted me this picture of this little girl who had this like perfect like accurate costume of these like the transformers that are on the side of electrical poles. Those like
That's amazing.
like metal cylinders, and she said you would do this, and I said absolutely yes I would. I had very elaborate Halloween costumes growing up.
With your mom, I'm sure, and you're gonna
Yeah, my Grammy made all my Halloween costumes, and that's when I was like a little kid, and I was like obsessed with like animals and stuff. So it'd be like a really niche animal you've never heard of, and then I would get offended when people didn't know what I was. So yeah. Wait, I have 2 more ideas.
I'm ready.
Oh, no, 3 more. One is a butter knife. Think it would be fun. Second is Guy Fieri. And then fourth, this is a group costume, the Wiggles.
The Wiggles!
Which would be an easy costume, but
that's really
also
funny.
a good one.
I love those. Those are good. I don't have like a list. I was just like brainstorming things that we could do on here that would be funny.
Yeah.
But, let's see. What have we been up to this week? I went home. Well, last Sunday was Mother's Day, which feels like that was 40 years ago.
Yes.
A week ago today was Mother's Day.
40 years ago.
A week ago at this time, I was about to go see Hamilton.
Yes.
Changed my life. I mean, I've seen it before. Changed my life. I am, like I said last episode, I knew I was going to be addicted to Hamilton and started a whole new, like, phase. I'm fully in it now. Oh, my dog is chasing a bug!
No.
Luna, come here!
The bugs are against us. Truly.
Luna girl! Come sit with me. No? Okay. Well, if you hear that, I'm sorry. I went and saw Hamilton. It's my whole personality now. And I went home. I went to work. Went back home. I had to go into work. And then we had a birthday party for my grandmother.
Oh, yay. Happy birthday to your grandma.
Happy birthday, Grandma.
Happy birthday, Grandma.
I actually call her Nani. Happy birthday, Nani.
Happy birthday, Nani.
And then
my Grammy's birthday is in a few weeks.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
And then I came back here, and now we're filming a podcast.
Yeah.
What about you? What have you been up to, girl?
Girl, I have not been doing much. I've been going back and forth between home and here, and I've been playing a lot of games. I've been crocheting a lot, and I've been sleeping.
You've been catching
I'm
up?
gonna be real. Tomorrow's my first day of my internship.
Are you ready?
Of my big girl internship.
How do you feel?
I feel good. I'm looking forward to it. Here's the thing, is I, for some reason, really thought I would go through with this, but I was like, I'm going to start getting up early and going to bed early and practice having my sleep schedule right. And no.
You haven't done any of that?
No, not even a little bit. So.
So your internship, is it like an all day, every day week kind of thing?
Yeah. Yeah. They said that people there work either 7 to 3 or 8 to 4.
Okay.
Everyone does.
Oh yeah, that's kind of nice. You wouldn't be getting back super late.
Yeah, which I'm all for. I would so much rather do 7 to 3 than 9 to 5.
Oh yeah, same.
110%.
I would prefer to get up
day.
and go and start my day early and be done earlier because I feel like when I worked at a coffee shop, I loved having the morning shift because I would get there at 5:30 and I would be done by 1 and I worked a full day's work.
Yes.
And then I had the rest of the day to go. I worked there in the summer, so then I would go home, I'd go get in the pool, I'd go hang out. It was the best because I had the rest of the day.
Yeah, last summer, when I was driving to work last summer, it was just truly in the middle of nowhere, and it was so early in the morning that I'm like, okay, I'm the only person that exists on Earth right now. And it was kind of fun. And then when I get back home, I'm like, hey, I still got
20 hours, yeah.
I still got the whole day in front of me to hang out.
It's beautiful.
Lovely.
Yeah, we love it. We love it. So you start that tomorrow.
Yeah.
What else? I feel like there's some other stuff coming up. All of our friends are out of town and gone right now.
I know. Okay, I've spent so much time being all our friends are staying. Pretty much all our friends are going to be here. It'll be so fun. But now that we're here, I'm all our friends are gone.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's how I feel. I feel that way. I told Mitchell earlier, I was like, it's the first summer I'm not going to be home this summer. And I'm a little bit sad about that. And then I was sad because I was like, which we have a good group of friends here. But then I was we were planning Mitchell's birthday because his birthday's coming up. And I was like, do you want to do something? Do you want to stay in town? What do you want to do? Linda's making her debut. I don't know if the camera can see her, but she was there.
Welcome to the pod.
And we realized it would be, like, if we did anything for his birthday, the only other guy in town is Ethan.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, I don't know if, like, I don't know if I want to get to, like, he just wants to go to dinner. So he's like, is that weird to go to dinner with just, like, a group of girls and Ethan?
No.
And I was like, I don't know. It's up to you. It's what you want to do. So we're still trying to figure it out, if he wants to go home or to my parents or not.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, I thought, in my head, I was like, so many people are staying.
Yeah.
Really? It's just 3, 4, couple. I don't know.
I keep,
It's
like,
sad.
I truly was like, oh, everyone is staying.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm like, oh, no one's here.
Mm-hmm.
So.
It's just us.
Yeah.
Well. Anyway, let's see. I had a question. I had like a really good question I thought about earlier, and then I was like, oh, I'm totally gonna ask her that on the pod.
Yeah.
Question gone. I didn't write it down, and it's gone.
That is tragic.
I just opened my notes
Mm-hmm.
to look and see if I wrote something down, and I just opened it to a page that says combo quesadilla.
Combo quesadilla. Hey, here's a question. Let's look through our notes and see what happens.
Combo quesadilla, color pastels, movie list. Oh, I do have a big movie list, but I think we talked about this.
Oh, yes.
Of all the movies I want to watch this summer.
Oh, I started a list for...
I found it, what I want to talk about.
Yes, let's talk about it.
Okay, but what would you start a list for?
Oh, I started a list for potential names for... He's not here right now, but our dinosaur, our little white
we don't have him
squishy
now.
dinosaur. And there's only 2 names, and they're Kevin and Woodrow.
Woodrow's his name.
Okay.
Woodrow.
Done.
We can get him out next time.
Yeah.
Okay, I found this list. Okay.
Okay.
It's a list of food rankings that me and Mitchell made.
Okay.
And I want to list them and know if you agree or disagree.
Okay.
These are chicken, fries, burgers, cereal, and soda. Top 10 to 11. I think we did top. They're all different numbers.
Wait. Like, rank those things?
I'm about to go on, okay?
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
no, I have them ranked. I'm going to see if you agree.
Oh, there's 10 of these.
Yeah, there's like 10. Sorry. I just gave you a lot of information. So there's I'm going to go through chicken first.
Wait, these are categories?
Yeah, for fast food places. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't say that. Hey, these are categories for fast food places.
Wait, maybe I should try to just listen to the whole question and then I'll understand.
I didn't ever say that, so it's my fault.
Oh, okay.
I just was saying, hey, I'm listing chicken, fries, and burgers.
Chicken, fries, burgers, soda, and cereal.
Yes.
Okay, rank them on a scale of 1 to 10.
Okay, can you rank them?
Okay.
So under chicken, we have Chick-fil-A.
Mm-hmm.
Then in the number 2 spot is Burger King chicken fries. Have you had?
I have not had Burger King chicken fries. Girl, I've not been at the Burger King.
I'm not a big Burger King fan.
No.
But a Burger King chicken fry?
There's always something. There's always another option besides Burger King.
There is, but you've got to try Burger King chicken fries. They're like,
I will try.
They're kind of spicy.
Ooh.
And they're just like little fries. Now, there's no way they're like good parts of chicken because they're shaped like French fries. It's like a McDonald's nugget.
Yeah.
Kind of situation. Number 3 is Cane's.
Okay. Ooh. Okay.
Number 4 is Wingstop. Or McDonald's, sorry. Number 5 is Wingstop. 7 is KFC.
Okay.
8 is Dairy Queen.
Okay.
9 is Popeyes.
Okay.
10 is Chicken Express.
Okay.
And 11 is Sonic.
Okay. I have a lot of criticisms there.
That's fine.
Okay. First of all, let's talk about you cannot put Wingstop does not belong in this category. It does not. You can, like, having McDonald's and Wingstop next to each other in this list, you are not comparing to,
We're
like,
listing
you're not comparing.
chicken. We didn't say fried chicken. We said chicken.
Okay, but that is so.
We said chicken. We didn't say fried chicken. We said chicken.
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 Those are 2 wildly, wildly different things. And one thing that I will say is that this year I went to Cane's once almost every week.
You're a big Cane's fan.
I've become a huge Cane's fan. I got an award, like a superlative within my Journey group this year for, like, I think it was like Cane's, like, aficionado or something like that.
That's really funny.
Anyway, I love Cane's.
You would put Cane's at number 1?
I think it is. I'm kind of rolling through the list. and thinking about it. I think I'd put Cane's at number 1. I think I'd tentatively put Chick-fil-A second, but we'll see where that goes. I love Chicken E.
Okay, I've been on a Chicken E kick recently.
Yeah.
This list was made like a year ago. I will say that.
Okay.
It's not a recent list.
I love Chicken E. I could eat I could truly at any given moment, if you put just like a mountain.
Sounds so good.
Yes, I'm making myself so hungry right now.
Me too.
My
stomach's growling.
Same. Is there a Chicken E around here? It won't be like Glen Rose.
It's down the road.
Okay.
It's literally like down the road, straight down.
I might go. Cane's, Chick-fil-A. I'm forgetting too many options. Wingstop so does not belong on this list.
Okay, next I'm gonna go over fries.
Okay, let's do it. I'm just gonna give you my gut. I'm not gonna go through every single one, but I am gonna give you my gut reaction.
Rant about each of these for 20 hours each. Like,
yeah,
these could be individual episodes each.
We'll be here forever. We gotta move.
Okay, the fries are.
I'm gonna tell you McDonald's is number 1 right out the gate.
Okay. You're gonna totally hate this ranking then.
Okay.
Chick-fil-A is number 1.
Actually, I agree with that.
Chicken Express is number 2.
I'd so strongly disagree.
Really? You just said you love Chicken E.
Yeah, chicken.
This is a
chicken and rolls, nothing else. I don't make anything else good.
This is a note from Mitchell.
Okay.
KFC's potato wedges are number 3.
Oh, I've not had I've had KFC very sparingly throughout my life.
4 is Cane's, but nope.
Also, I think Popeye should be higher on the chicken list.
Hey, we're on fries now.
Okay, but I just a thought.
Okay. 4 is Cane's, but the note is that they have to be hot. Like, if you get them hot and fresh.
A lot of these fries are like that. I think Cane's has bad fries.
Chick-fil-A is the only place that I feel like their fries are still decent if they kind of cool down.
Yes, which is why I think they should be number 1.
Yes. We didn't just take into account, like, taste. We took into account, like, durability.
Oh, the McDonald's goes way down.
Yeah. So then we said 4 is Cane's, 5 is Wingstop, 6...
Oh, Wingstop needs to be pretty high up.
It's pretty... Wingstop's fries are pretty good. 6 is Dairy Queen's fries. Because they're just like an average fry.
Dairy Queen has a very neutral fry.
Yeah. 7 is Wendy's. I would have ranked Wendy's curly fries higher.
Oh, I haven't
but
had
we
that.
we couldn't. I wasn't allowed to rank the 2 fries separately on Wendy's.
Okay.
And nobody's going to Wendy's to get regular French fries.
No.
8 is Sonic's fries.
Okay. I think they're kind of bad. They're kind of fine.
They're 8 because 9 is McDonald's, 10 is Burger King, and 11 is Popeyes.
Definitely put McDonald's above Sonic, and then I would agree with that.
Okay.
I don't have major beef with that. I do think Wingstop should be higher.
Okay.
And Chick-fil-A should be number 1.
Chick-fil-A is number 1, yeah. Okay, now we did burgers.
Yeah. Oh, another separate ranking list should be like sauce, like Cane's sauce, Chick-fil-A sauce,
yes, we need to make that
etc.
Okay, before I say anything about the burger ranking,
Uh-huh.
what I need the world to know is that when I'm talking about and wanting a good burger, what I want is a restaurant that can make a good burger is good on their burger alone. Everybody raves about Whataburger. Not many people are going to Whataburger to get a plain cheeseburger there.
Disagree.
You're getting patty melts. You're getting fancy things.
Disagree.
You're getting other things.
Disagree.
Ask Ethan what he orders at Whataburger.
Patty melt.
Exactly.
Disagree.
That's not a burger.
Ask anyone else.
Mitchell doesn't order a burger. And it's his favorite burger place.
I think the majority of people are just getting a straight up number 1.
No.
Or like a number 2.
Let me tell you my ranking.
Okay. Wait. I have a question. Are we talking about? I think when we're ranking burger places, you have to rank like just like the number 1, just like
just
the
a plain
most
cheeseburger,
like their most basic burger.
Yes.
I mean, like tomatoes, lettuce, but just basic.
That's
fixins.
What I'm doing. That's what I want, and if they're not good at that, they're not a good burger place.
We're arguing, but we're agreeing.
Hey, we agree.
No. It's the basic burger.
Hey, it's the basic burger. Okay, number 1 is In-N-Out.
Disagree.
Number 2.
I don't like ketchup on my burger.
Okay.
They got ketchup.
They put their In-N-Out sauce. It's In-N-Out sauce.
Ketchup.
No.
Ketchup.
No, I swear. Look it up. I swear.
I don't want to look it up.
They don't put, because you know I'm right.
I don't want to look it up.
You know I'm right.
It's because I've been there like once, and it was so long ago.
They only put they have like a special In-N-Out sauce. They don't put ketchup on it.
I feel like they put ketchup on their burgers.
Well, then your mama ordered it that way for you.
No, she didn't. My mama wasn't there.
They don't put ketchup on their burgers, hon.
Okay, continue.
I swear, I go to In-N-Out. I stop at the In-N-Out in Waco all the time.
Why?
I love In-N-Out. It's probably my favorite place.
Okay.
One of my favorite fast food places.
I'll give it another
Number 2
shot.
is Dairy Queen. Because a Dairy Queen
I'm
burger.
gonna be real with you. I've never had a Dairy Queen burger.
A Dairy Queen burger feels like a good, hearty, like American fast food burger. Like if I close my eyes and I picture an American fast food burger,
Okay.
I see the Dairy Queen burger.
Okay.
Mitchell put Hef's. Apparently that's a West Texas thing. Is number 3.
I've not had Hef's in a very long time.
That's a West Texas thing. He put that at number 3.
I had that a lot, but
I've had it
exclusively
once,
as a
so
youth.
I feel like I can't really judge.
But I
it.
think it was good.
It was pretty good when
Actually,
I had
no.
it.
Here's what I remember. Here's what I think I remember about it. They put like really thick cut pickles
Yes,
on there,
they do.
and I'm not a huge fan of that.
Okay, number 4 we put Whataburger.
Okay.
Number 5 Mitchell put the McDonald's burger.
Okay.
Number 6 is Sonic, and here's the only reason why. Here's why. You can't rely on every Sonic.
Oh, that's so true.
You can't.
That's so true.
Glenrose Sonic would be like number 2 on this
Yes,
list.
Sonic makes a good burger.
But you cannot go to any Sonic
That is so true.
and trust that
Sonic,
burger.
I feel like, has the widest range of how good the food is.
So that's why Sonic is so far down, simply because you can't go to any Sonic and trust you're going to get something good.
Okay, you've won me over. I agree.
Because if I was only taking into account Sonic and Glenrose, it would win.
Yes.
But I can't only. I have to think of it as a whole.
That was my mom's like pregnancy craving with Sonic burgers.
That's why you like them so much.
Exactly.
Okay, number 7 is Burger King.
Okay.
Again,
Okay.
whatever. Number 8 is Wendy's Burgers.
Okay.
And number 9 is Jack in the Box.
Okay.
Who's keeping that place in business?
Could not tell you last time I was in a Jack in the Box. Possibly never. Okay.
So that's my ranking.
I'm cool with that.
Here's why In-N-Out for me is on the top. Because In-N-Out is a solid, just classic burger. I swear they don't put ketchup on it. I swear it's an In-N-Out sauce.
I'm really hung up on this.
I'm going to take you back and we're going to redeem it.
Okay.
I swear.
Okay.
They don't put ketchup on it. And In-N-Out is a Christian-owned business.
Yes, that is cool.
But I can't judge them off that. I have to judge them off their burgers.
Yeah,
sorry.
we're judging this purely off a burger.
Okay, here's our cereal ranking.
Okay. I do have opinions about this.
This is where I feel like we could get into some beef.
Yeah, I have very specific and kind of unpopular opinions about cereal.
Okay.
I really have one unpopular
Some of
opinion
these
about
I
cereal.
don't fully agree with because me and Mitchell were doing these together.
Okay.
So some of these I'll have to elaborate of where I really would put it if it was just me ranking them.
Got you.
Okay, so number 1, we were also trying to think of as a whole, as a society, kind of with all of these.
All right. Well, here's my confession. I'm just gonna make it straight off the bat. I don't like Lucky Charms.
Okay, well can I start going for you?
Yes, go for it. I
Okay.
just had to get that off my
Number
chest.
1 is Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
You're correct. Correct.
Number 2 is Frosted Flakes.
Okay.
Number 3 is Fruity Pebbles.
No.
I would put Fruity Pebbles at number
Over
1.
Fruit Loops?
Listen. Number 4 is Honey O's. They're like Cheerios, but better. They're like Honey Nut Cheerios, but with real flavor in them.
Okay. There's so many other things that should go
Number
above that.
5 is Fruit Loops.
Okay.
Number 6 is Cheerios.
Okay.
Number 7 is Apple Jacks. Number 8
Apple Jacks is number 2. Excuse me.
Number 8 is Lucky Charms.
Okay.
Number 9 is Cookie Crisp.
Okay.
Number 10 is Captain Crunch.
Okay.
Number 11 is the Cocoa Crisp.
Okay.
And the last is Frosted Mini Wheats.
Okay. Okay. If we put Apple Jacks at number 2, I'd be okay
You'd
with
be
this.
happy?
Or maybe number 3.
For me, I would probably put Fruity Pebbles as one of my
and just
top.
switch where Fruity Pebbles and Fruit Loops are.
Mm.
And then it'd
Fruity
be okay.
Pebbles and Fruit Loops.
Is Cocoa Puffs on this list? Cocoa Puffs should be on this list.
Cocoa Puffs are not on this list. Where would you put Cocoa Puffs?
I would put Cocoa Puffs after Fruit Loops.
Okay. Good for you.
Where would you
Okay.
put it?
They wouldn't be on my list, clearly.
Really?
I never buy Cocoa.
I had Cocoa Puffs growing up. That's a cereal that my grandma would always have at her house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is a very grandma cereal, I feel like. Like, it's a safe
for
bet
sure.
for a grandma to buy a chocolate cereal.
For sure.
Okay, the next is soda.
Okay.
So, number 1 is Dr. Pepper.
Right.
Number-
Obviously.
Okay, you also have to think through, we're doing this based off, not just flavor. I'm thinking at soda in general to
Yeah.
society.
Okay.
Okay? It's not, just personal preference and flavor. If it was personal preference,
Yeah.
this would be a different order.
Okay.
But I was just trying to think through,
I have an open mind.
ranking with, what the most people would agree with.
Yes. Okay.
So, Dr. Pepper, Sprite, Coke.
I I'm happy you said. I was worried
That's
that you
top
weren't
three.
going to say Sprite second, but I agree with
Dr. Pepper,
that.
Sprite, Coke. Because
Sprite is so versatile.
Sprite is so versatile, and also people sleep on Sprite.
Yes.
Like, I am not a Coke person. I'm
Me
going to choose a
neither.
Dr. Pepper or a Sprite over Coke every day.
The only thing that I would choose a Coke over is like Pepsi. You know what I mean?
Same. So then it's Coke. So it's Dr. Pepper, Sprite, Coke, and then it's Crush. Like
Right.
Orange Crush, Grape Crush, whatever.
When I was a kid, I loved Orange Crush.
Mitchell I think he likes Grape Crush is what he said.
He's weird for that.
And then it's whatever Sun Drop is. That's something from Mitchell. I don't know what Sun Drop is. I'm not sure. So I don't even need to say it. So it goes Dr. Pepper, Sprite, Coke, Crush, Root Beer.
Root beer has to be something that you grew up liking in
Yeah.
order to like it. You can't just all of a sudden one day be like, oh, I'll try root beer. Oh, I like it.
Right.
No.
And then the very bottom is Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew's last. If you like Mountain Dew, no, don't.
Personally, I would just switch Mountain Dew and root beer.
You hate
Personally.
root beer more than Mountain Dew.
Root beer is nasty.
But you've got to think about root beer. Root beer floats are good.
I can agree with that.
Mountain Dew floats, barf. Mountain
True.
Dew by itself, barf. Root
True.
beer, you could at least add ice cream to it.
Mountain Dew's not that bad. Is Pepsi on this list?
No, because it's
Where would it go? Below Mountain Dew.
It would go maybe above Mountain Dew.
I would put it below Mountain Dew. I think what is your beef with Mountain Dew?
It's nasty.
Do we need to explore that?
I just have personal beef against it.
Okay, what did it ever do to you?
They hurt me. This is really terrible. Okay, but here's what I envision with Mountain Dew. If somebody says, I drink Mountain Dew, I envision you ride your dirt bike down the dirt road to the beat-up soda shop.
Oh,
beat
yeah.
up gas station. You're missing one of your front teeth for some weird
Yes.
reason. You got a mullet. You're a little bit
Yes.
sweaty all the time, and nobody knows why. And you drink Mountain Dew, and then you keep the bottles to spit your sunflower seeds in.
Yes.
I don't want that in my
These
life.
are positives.
I don't want that.
You are defending
And Mountain Dew is
by
like the
saying
most
this.
unhealthy soda for you. It's the
For
worst
sure.
of the sodas.
For sure. Okay, isn't it a thing that like some sodas were meant to be drinking hot?
People say Dr. Pepper is good hot. No, thank you.
I obviously have never tried it because that's
Who would?
Well, I would try it.
Okay.
If someone
I got a hot
if
Dr.
someone
Pepper in my car. Go get it.
if someone were like, here, try this, I would drink it. But
People put it in like a mug. I did hear
Ew.
somebody
Ugh.
hear somebody say this. I saw it on the internet. That people say like Dr. Pepper was originally made to be like drank in a hot
that's what I'm talking about.
coffee cup. But
Gross.
anyway,
Well,
you got anything to help wrap us up with over there, Erin?
I would ask maybe for like movie theater candy ranking list.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? I don't know if I want to get into that right now, but just a
don't
little
have
food
time.
for thought. Just a little food for
We'll
thought.
think about it and we'll come
I just
back.
want to put it on your plate.
Yeah.
Okay, I do have something else
Okay.
besides that.
Go for it, girl. Girl, the floor is yours.
Girl, the floor is mine, and my thumb isn't working on my phone. But now it is.
Oh, she's in. She hacked the mainframe.
I'm in. The mainframe. I love to say that. It's so funny. Okay. What I'm going to talk about, what I'm going to bring up today is in Deuteronomy 6. So it happens in Deuteronomy 6 is in the previous chapter, God gives the 10 Commandments to Moses, and they're talking about it. And then he says, Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your strength. And we've all heard that. We love it. And there's a million things to talk about with that. But what I'm going to talk about is the next thing, where he says, These words which I'm commanding you today shall be on your heart, and you shall repeat them diligently to your sons, and speak of them when you sit in your house, when you walk on the road, when you lie down, when you get up. You shall also tie them as a sign to your hand, and they shall be as frontlets on your forehead. You shall also write them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. It says, so, like, it goes on and talks about, like, talking about them, like, to your children and, like, in your coming and your going and all that jazz. I love that. Anyway, it made me think about how I think one thing that's changed a lot for me, just like looking at this past year, like this past like school year and stuff like that, is how much more I've been just like talking about Christ and just like day to day. You know, like it's not like exclusively at a Bible study or like things like that, and just like how much more often like these things, like how I just like find myself talking about these things in day to day, and how much that changes like your how you think and how and just like your closeness and like walk with the Lord and stuff like that. And just like how like that's how we should be living. Like there's you're like forefront of your mind, and obviously I'm not being like I'm doing great, you should look at me. Is not what I'm saying at all. But just like how just seeing like how much like closer that brings you with the Lord is just like very exciting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think it's cool because it just shows like your relationship with the Lord, but like even with talking about the Bible, talking about Him and his characteristics of God and all of that, goes so much further than just quiet time in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, I mean, that's a huge part of it. Like, if you're not spending that quiet time and doing that, you're not going to be able to carry those things with you throughout the day and talk about it as easily. So it's a huge part of it, but also that's not just it that God wants for us. Like, He wants so much more for us.
Yeah.
And how, like, I so badly hope and pray to be one of those women. Like, you know, when you see people who are just so spirit-filled and, like, they can just quote scripture and they know it and they're like boom boom, and like they just seem to have like just the most graceful walk with Jesus.
Yeah.
Like those are the like that's like what I think you're saying, like just living like that, for like living your life like that.
Yeah.
It's makes a big difference.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something that like also like that's another thing that like I will fall into a lot is like kind of, you know, like the whole like putting God in a box thing and like only considering Him like during my quiet time or whatever. But yeah. And also it's like another thing of just like how desperately we need community.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's the only way to not do that.
Yeah. This is kind of related, kind of not, but real quick. We were talking to Noah about friendships and like, you know, whatever, all that kind of stuff, and just as you grow older, friendships and all of that. And we were just talking, I was reflecting on our friend group and how differently everybody's lives look now, because our friend group was people who were like rooted in Jesus and pushed each other to that, and like how it changed so many lives. And like even my life was like it changed my walk with the Lord. It changed my life. It changed how I look and seek new friendships. It changed all of that because our friend group was like that. And so it was just because we talked about it. And one quote that I love that I heard in terms of like a dating relationship is, it should be easier to talk to your partner or talk to your spouse about Jesus than it is to take your clothes off, because both are forms of intimacy.
Yeah.
And I love taking that like out of like a dating relationship context, just how easy it should be to talk to your friends or anybody about Jesus.
Yeah.
Because it's a form, like if you have a close relationship with somebody, like talking to them about your faith is a form of like an intimate form of a relationship. Like it's personal, it's deep, it's not easy. Like it's sometimes awkward. It's like, oh, what do you say? You know? And so I love like the idea of like just pushing past that.
Yeah.
And just bringing up like, hey, what has Jesus done in your life this week? Or
I've never thought about it like that.
Also, I love that because it's, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of our heart with this whole podcast of like just how casual it should be to be able to be like, hey man, Jesus is cool and he's funny and he makes me laugh a lot. Yes. Like it shouldn't be heavy. Yeah. To have him in your conversations day to day.
Exactly. Like I feel like I kind of used to be like that. Like if we're talking about Christ, it's going to be like a serious, like we're going to cry about it. Mm-hmm. Which, like, obviously, like, that's valuable and there's, like, a time and place for that. But, like, today Jesus was good. Yeah, yeah. And I read this in the Bible and it made me laugh.
Yeah, and I was even trying to think back, like, for us in high school, like, what that looked like, even just having, which I'm not saying our friend group was great, like, the best at this. This is just examples I could think of that maybe we did it one time, maybe we never did it again. Whatever, or just encouraging current young people to do this, like just being able to sit down at lunch and ask your friends, like, did you read the Bible today? If not, like, let's read through something together or whatever, you know, like, not even that, like, just say, like, asking people to be more aware of the goodness of God in their life and just being able to talk about it. And you don't even have to ask people, just share what God's doing in your life. Like, that'll stir stuff in other people too. Like, it's just easy to do that, or just to, like, talk about, it shouldn't be hard. And I think we make it too hard. Yeah. And too scary, and it shouldn't be.
Yeah. That was very well put.
Thank you. It was your Bible verse.
Snaps for that. Snaps for that.
Snaps for Jesus.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't got anything to add to that, other than repeating what you just said.
I think that's all we have for today, then.
Alright. I like it.
Well, we'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.